All right, our big debate tonight, has the Prime Minister's peace missive come too late, or will it speak to the young men and women of the Kashmir Valley? Let's get straight into our debate with Sajad Lone joining us from Srinagar tonight. Sajad, one of the things that I found interesting in the Prime Minister's statement is that unlike many of his colleagues in government who have repeatedly used, for example, the by now cliched prefix that even us in the media are guilty of using, stone pelters, to describe and club all protesters, he didn't use that. He kept his address pretty free from value-loaded adjectives. Did you see that at least as a positive beginning?
Well, Barkha, I wish I could say that, but Prime Minister, the only symbolic thing was that he addressed to the nation, that's the people of India, and to his nation, the people of India. And I think it's the second or the third time that any Prime Minister has done. But apart from that, I think there were some paragraphs when I read through, on the internet, I read the whole statement, which were weighty. But I would say that clubbing it with the package on employment, the Panchayati Raj and other things, diluted the whole context. You see, because Prime Minister came and addressed against a specific context, that is of killings in the last 2 months. And I think that clubbing it with a lot of economics and other things, somehow the desirables, if any, are bound to drown in the din of the undesirables which were clubbed at the end of the statement.
So can I understand, Sajad, what you're saying? You're basically saying that by mixing economics with politics, the Prime Minister diffused the import of his own speech.
Yes. You see, Barkha, I'll tell you something. India is doing economically very well. If Indian economy was an attraction, then you would not have this problem here in the first place. Because we all know they are doing very well. Still people are on the streets, so it's not an attraction enough for them to keep them in their homes. So you come up with a package. What happens is that this gives an impression as if these people are there because they don't have jobs. As if these people are there because there is not good governance. So I would have thought that we needed a much less ambivalent message as on date.
All right, I understand what you're saying. You're saying it got mixed up somewhere, the message got blurred with that reference to that job panel, which includes Narayan Murthy and Tarun Das. Mehbooba Mufti, you kept away from that all-party delegation today. You have been asking all along for the Prime Minister to step in. Now he has, and people like you are keeping away. Why is that?
No, basically the delegation was decided a month back, and they had sought an appointment with the Prime Minister. It took them a month and 40 more killings to reach there. So when we have to meet the Prime Minister and we have something, positive to contribute, we will definitely seek an appointment and meet him. We have no qualms about that. But having said that, what the Prime Minister said today, it's a good beginning, though very late, after 51 killings, after, hundreds of people injured in the hospital, hundreds of people behind the bars, youth behind the bars, but he has started something. I agree with Sajad. I would say that political process should be the priority at this point of time. We have received economic packages for the last 63 years, but economic packages can only benefit once there is peace, there is prosperity, and there is resolution of the basic problem. So that's where I think the thing which has been started by the Prime Minister, he needs to take it to the logical conclusion and give the youth on the streets of Kashmir first justice for the 51 killings, for those who are injured, release the young boys who are behind the bars and other Hurriyat leaders, and include everybody, because they have been able to get the services of Gilani Saab to bring some calm, but they need to engage him, not only use him.